Today we will be making a crochet beanie, or also known as a fisherman's hat. This is the first part of the hat that we will crochet, and then we're going to repeat this 2 more times. It will be about 11 inches long by 6.5 inches. This is what it will look like with 2 sections. And then when we're finished, this is what it'll look like with 3 sections. You can see here the finished width of my hat will be about 18-19 inches around, and it has lots of stretch. If you're using a finer yarn, you may need to make 4 sections. I will be using a 5mm crochet hook. Let's start with a slip knot. Make a chain about 12 inches or 30 centimeters. I did 41 chains. For row 1, we're going to start in the second chain from the hook, and we will be doing 40 single crochet all the way across, putting 1 stitch in each chain. This is our last stitch here, and then we will do a chain 1 and turn. For row 2, we are going to work in the back loop only of the single crochet. So we will be doing single crochet, back loop only. We will do 38 single crochet across, and you will have 2 stitches remaining. So if your start number is a little bit different, go all the way till the end until you have 2 stitches remaining. Here you see our 2 remaining stitches. We will then do a chain 1 and turn. Working in the back loop for row 3, we're going to go all the way down to the end. Let's do 37 single crochet back loop, and then on the very last stitch, we're going to go through both loops. I will see you at the end. Here we are at the end of row 3, and this stitch here is going to be number 37. So on our very last stitch, you can just see it here. Sometimes it's a little hidden. We're actually going to go underneath both of them. So underneath both loops there, and single crochet. My total for row 3 is 38 stitches. We can then chain 1 and turn. With row 4, we will do 36 single crochet back loop. You should have 2 remaining at the end of this row. Here we have our 36 with 2 stitches remaining. We will then chain 1 and turn. For row 5, we will do 35 back loop single crochet. On the very last stitch, we're going to go through both loops. Here we are at the end of our row, going through both loops for that last stitch, and doing a chain 1 and turn. Row 6, we will do 34 single crochet back loop. Here you have 2 stitches remaining, chain 1 and turn. Again, starting in that back loop, go all the way down for row 7 to the very end. 33 back loop single crochet, with 1 single crochet through both loops. I'll meet you at the end of the row. And this is our last stitch at the bottom of the hat for number 34. Chain 1 and turn. Starting row 8 in that first stitch, 32 single crochet back loop. Again, you will have 2 stitches remaining at the end. You will then chain 1 and turn. Row 9, start with 31 back loop single crochet, ending with the 1 single crochet through both loops. Row 9 is going to equal 32 stitches. By going through both loops at the end, you can see what a nice straight edge this makes for the hat. Starting row 10, let's do 30 single crochet back loop. You will have 2 stitches remaining. Let's do a chain 1 and turn. Row 11, 29 back loop single crochet with 1 single crochet at the end. Let's do a chain 1 and turn. Your hat should now look something like this. You will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows that have finished 2 stitches short. So let's do row 12 and we're going to go 30 single crochet back loop. I'm going to meet you right here at this stitch. So that would be stitch number 30. So now we're going to continue on and do 10 more single crochet back loop. This will join all of our rows together. We want to go in this stitch and this one, but in order to do that, we're going to go behind the 1 row here, and we're just going to insert our hook here and then go into that stitch, pull up the loop and single crochet, and then go into the next stitch. I am showing you a zoomed in and out version. Let's get the next 2 stitches. So connecting this row here, so we're just going underneath, then into the stitch, pull up, single crochet, and again, single crochet. Joining the next 2, going under this stitch and in, single crochet, and single crochet. Now we have 4 more stitches, so 2 more rows. So this one here will be number 7. And stitch 8. And make sure you get all your yarn in there. So this one here is stitch 8. And then 2 more. This one is stitch 9 and 10. And this is what it should look like. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus your 30. So row 12 will equal 40 stitches. Moving on, chain 1, turn, and doing row 13, we will do 39 back loop single crochet with 1 single crochet through both loops at the end. You should have 40 stitches at the end of this row. Chain 1 and turn, and let's start row 14. For row 14, we're going to start with 30 single crochet back loop only. So here we have 30 single crochet, and it's almost like we're going to reverse this to get right back to the top. So we're going to stop here at number 30, the same as the opposite. We will do a chain 1 and turn. For row 15, we will have 30 single crochet, 29 in the back loop, and 1 at the end, going through both loops. Then chain 1 and turn. For row 16, we will do 30 single crochet in the back loop. It will come to the end here, and then we're going to add 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. Again, we're going to grab the row from below. So putting our hook underneath this stitch, and then into the back loop of the first one, doing a single crochet, and then another single crochet. Row 16 will be 32 single crochet. From here, chain 1 and turn. Row 17, putting 1 single crochet in the back loop of every stitch for 31, and then the last one through both. Chain 1 and turn. Let's start row 18. 32 back loop will take us here, and then adding 2. Inserting from the row below, here's our first one and our second one. Row 18 will be 34 stitches. Here you can see how our rows match up. There's our center, then there's the 30, 32, and then 34. We will keep going to the top. Let's do a chain 1 and turn with row 19. Starting in the very first stitch, 33 single back loop crochet with 1 at the end for 34 stitches. Again, chain 1 and turn, and let's start row 20. Row 20 will be going to here for 34, and then adding 2 for a total of 36. Here are our extra 2 stitches going into this one and the next one, and then doing a chain 1 and turn and going down the other side. Row 21 will have a total of 36 stitches. Chain 1 and turn, and let's do row 22. 36 single crochet to here, and then 2 more. We now have 2 stitches left, so let's continue. We'll do a chain 1 and turn and start row 23. Row 23 will be 38 single crochet. Chain 1 and turn, and for row 24, we'll come all the way down here for 38 plus 2 for 40 single crochet. We're now at the top, and we will finish with one more row, row 25 down to the bottom. Here we have the end of row 25 with 40 single crochet. This is now our first section of our hat. This is how it should look. This is our center row here, and then we should have equal amount of rows on each side. My finished section is about 11 inches by 6.5 inches. I will be doing this 2 more times. From here, we will continue, and we're going to repeat rows 2 to 25, and we will do it 2 more times. So continuing from this section, and now here, this will be row 2. If you remember, row 2 ended with 38 single crochet. So just repeat rows 2 to 25. Here I have our 2 sections complete. This is what it should look like. You can see how the shape of the hat is coming along around the top. My measurement after 2 sections is about 12 to 13 inches wide. So let's continue and add on another section. Now I have 3 sections, 1, 2, and 3. And the width of my hat is about 19 inches, which is about 48 centimeters. We can now fold our hat in half and close our seam. We will slip stitch to close. With our sides together, we are going to go into the stitch from where we started from the chain. So we'll go right into that very first stitch, and then we're going to go into just the back loop of the one across. We're going to grab our yarn and just pull through all and are starting. Let's do another one. In through the chain and through the back loop, and pull all the way through. You can continue this until you reach the top. This is the inside of our hat here with a little bit of a ridge, but if you look at our outside of the hat, you'll see that it's just about a perfect close. And here I have my last couple stitches as I've reached the top. We can then leave a tail, cut the yarn, pull through, and close the hole. With your darning needle, just go in and out of the top stitches and then pull snug to close the hole. After we have secured our end, we can cut the yarn and turn it back to the right side. Look at the beautiful finish for this hat. Be sure to weave in all your ends for finishing your hat. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this, please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!